So today we are taking our Wolfdog Luna to the Siegal Raven, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Boulder, Colorado store for a presentation on the truth about wild wolves in Colorado. Say hi, Luna. As you might have guessed, the internet and even some of the news media is just flush with wolf myths, fairy tales, and just outright lies when it comes to wolves. No, they never wiped out any ungulate populations. They're the same subspecies as was here before. We probably had 3 different subspecies here about 100 years ago. They do kill livestock, but wolves account for less than 1% of livestock loss in other wolf states. And if ranchers use non-lethal preventatives correctly, it's highly unlikely that they will see any losses from wolves. And with that added protection, they will see less losses from other predators and thieves as well. Yes, we still have cattle rustling here. As you can see, Boulder is a very pretty town.
You're sweet. You're just a beautiful. You should be like in the Hall of Fame. You should be singing in a band, right?
I used to have a band.
Let her sniff you and then just, you can scratch her under the chin. She's 8.
I'll get you right over here. Sorry, I'll swing it over to you. So someone I got you. Sorry.
Yeah. So Luna got around, and as usual, she met people. I took them on last week we went to a high school and they went out on a stage in front of a bunch of high school kids.
How was that?
It was good. It was interesting. Then she chilled out while the expert presenters went through their presentations.
Back in 1940, when Adolf Nuri was hired by Alaska to go and prove that wolves were harmful to Dall sheep, and so that would justify their killing. They hired Adolf Nuri to go prove that. Well, he came back with an entire, at least that long, if not before that. So, Kortenhaber represents one of the most intensive studies ever undertaken in the wild in the same known group of large predator and its prey. So he saw the wolves, they were up in the plain, he landed the plane, and Gordon went up to that wolf and decided to cut it loose, even though it's against the law to do such a thing in Alaska. The wolf lay there and looked at him as Gordon tried to get the snare off with his Swiss Army knife. It took him 30 minutes.
A horrible interaction with a power lawnmower gone wrong. Okay, so there are a lot of interesting ways you can die. 23 people a year in the United States are killed by pet dogs. Okay, 54 deaths from lightning strikes. That's something you really need to pay attention to. Lightning will kill you. And if any of you are out, remember these numbers because they're going to help put into context some of the stuff I'm going to tell you next. I want to meet one of the animals that I think engenders the most fear as a park ranger. I have a lot of respect for it. On the other hand, are they likely to kill you? No. We've had, over the last, 25 years, we've had
35.
Less than 1 mountain lion attack every year in the States.
We had a really good turnout in here, especially for the size store this is. We got to meet and talk to a lot of interesting people and talk about wolves.
And there was something so primal about being in a place that still has wolves. And guess what? I wasn't afraid of the big bad wolf because they really are not animals that attack people. Remember, two fatal attacks in 25 years. That's 1 a decade. Now let's think about bee stings and power lawnmowers and this animal. I really mean business. Pay attention to this one because they can hurt you and they will. That moose in that picture there, I would be pooping my pants if I saw it.
After all that, we headed back home.
If you like this video, and want to learn more about wolves, wolf dogs, and dogs, please hit the like button and subscribe.